What would a dead cat bounce for Bitcoin mean for CRO? What kind of recovery could we expect out of the CRO coin token price if we're going lower? Let me reiterate that for you guys. I believe that we are in a bear market. That's been my opinion for a while. But I am also of the opinion that nothing goes straight up and nothing goes straight down. And lately, what we've seen going on in the crypto space is Bitcoin essentially going straight down. If you take a peek at Bitcoin's move from the highs to where we're at today, the thing wicked already 36% to the downside. Historically, after we've had these 30% crashes before, we've had some recovery moments. But let's just take a peek at, the potential here for more downside and then what a dead cat bounce could look like for Bitcoin. Because I want to remind you guys, we had this first peak in the April 2021 part of the bull market where we came back down a 54% retracement over about 100 days before we kind of had this double top. Now, I personally don't feel like we're going to be having that moment. I will leave that as a possibility on the table, some kind of big double top fake out. But I am more under the idea that we are going to continue down with some kind of what I call a dead cat bounce, where you kind of get this renewed excitement and then continuation to the downside in the depths of a bear market. And then we will hit a bear market low, and you will kind of see this level of support for Bitcoin, and we will see it get a bounce and come back up and move, of course, to higher prices, right? So that's what we're looking at. We're looking for this kind of dead cat bounce here, right? We're looking then for a bear market low of some sort. And then we're looking at a bull market to begin again and us to go to some higher price levels. What does this mean for CRO? When does the Bitcoin bottom come for this dead cat bounce? How high can we rally on that bounce? And what does that mean for the price of CRO? Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip. Do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this type of content, because I am trying to figure out myself, just like you, what comes next in this market. I've been doing pretty good myself. I'm currently in a $5,600 in the profit trade with a stop loss take profit set at $1,000 in the profit. If Bitcoin wakes up to $99,000, this trade will get stopped out with $1,000 in the profit. And I have a Solana trade right now that is also in the profit, about $1,500, with a take profit set $248 in the profit if Bitcoin or if Solana rebounds to 138. So if we do get that dead cat bounce, my shorts aren't going to get wrecked, right? And if you're trading CRO as well, these are some of the things that you should kind of be thinking about. And do your own research, my friends. No, I'm not a financial advisor, but I am trading these markets and having a good time doing it. If you sign up for Blowfin using the link in the description down below, whether you trade or not, you will get access to our private Discord, but there are deposit bonuses on Blowfin when you sign up using our link. And there's also a trading volume contest going on right now where you could win a Rolex, AirPods, futures bonuses, and Apple Vision Pro, a lot of cool prizes. All you need is an email address and a phone number to sign up, and it's completely free to do. To sign up, but you do need some trading volume to take advantage of those cool prizes if you want access to those. Let's talk about what comes next here for Bitcoin. Again, smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Bitcoin has been struggling as of late, but I don't think that everything is going to just keep collapsing forever, right? I think there are going to be these sort of bounces. Let's start with CRO. CRO coin, I think, has a level that I would feel confident of a potential bounce around 8 cents. And I say that because we've had many, many moments in the history of CRO, just as we kind of had these levels over here for 10 cents. We've also had these levels down here for 8 cents, right? Where we've kind of had CRO coin bounce at around 8 cents, reject off 8 cents. So that's a level that I'm definitely looking at if we do continue down for Bitcoin. And I think there's a chance that Bitcoin could easily revisit $73,000, bouncing off its 2024 April high, even going back close to its November 2021 high. Maybe a $68,000 to $73,000 would be a level I'm looking at for a potential bounce to lead us into a little bit of a fake out rally to the upside. Now, I will be looking for longs on that rally. I don't know if that rally is coming today, tomorrow, or in a week, but I do think that as soon as I start seeing Bitcoin getting around $73,000 to $68,000, I'll be thinking, okay, maybe it's time to move, honestly, take profit on my altcoin trades. I kind of want to keep my Bitcoin trade open because I don't feel like we're going to go up to like 113 or anything higher like that. Again, I say 113 because personally on my Bitcoin trade, My liquidation level is 113. I don't think we're going to get there. I'll probably keep the stop loss set, honestly, because if we go back above 100, then I'll be fine to get stopped out. I'll probably take a new short position if we get back above 100, or if we get to 100, I'll probably be looking to add to my position, I would think, to the short side. That's how confident I am in a potential bear market. So let's just pretend that this kind of happens and we get this move down to $71,000 for Bitcoin. Okay, if that happens, then I think it's very logical to expect CRO coin to maybe come down to 8 cents. Further than that, I think that would be a little bit of a stretch, because if CRO coin comes down to 8 cents from here, that's a 19% move to the downside. If Bitcoin comes down to its from its wick to $72,000, that's a 10% move. It comes down to like 68, that's a 16% move. Again, CRO coin's going to fall more than Bitcoin. Is it going to fall like a tremendous amount more? I don't know if it's going to fall a tremendous amount more, but I would expect the CRO coin price to fall harder than Bitcoin. And I think a 20% retracement over maybe a 16% retracement at most, looking for that dead cat bounce, would be a logical move. Now, could we go lower than that? Could Bitcoin break below 70,000? Yes, anything can happen. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to give financial advice. I'm just showing you how I'm breaking down this market. So if Bitcoin dips lower, maybe finds a level to get a bounce, $68,000 to $70,000, who knows where it's going to be. I think the CRO coin's probably logically going to look for a bounce right around 8 cents. Maybe we're coming down to like 7.6 cents, but somewhere around there. I think we could get a bounce back up to, maybe like 10 cents at that point. I'd be surprised if we got a bounce any higher. Maybe up to 12 cents would be kind of the biggest bounce I'd expect to see out of CRO before we, go towards our bear market low. And I think we will be heading towards that personally. Again, I could be wrong. I'm not telling you guys to panic sell. I'm just telling you guys again how I'm playing this market. I still have holding positions on some altcoins. CRO is one of them, but I am preparing for bear market lows to get lower. Okay. So what I'm talking about in this video is, if we get a dead cat bounce, will we have another opportunity to offload some CRO? And I'll honestly, I would be surprised to see CRO. I would be shocked to see CRO get back above 15 cents in this bull market, or in this bear market at all. With a dead cat bounce, that is absolutely, I think, our best case scenario. That's our absolute most generous best case scenario for a dead cat bounce. Instead, 12 cents would be a logical level for the dead cat bounce to go up to. Maybe 10 cents would probably be my most guessed range, because I do think that there is a chance that we're going to see Bitcoin fall a little bit lower, CRO fall a little bit lower before we kind of get that dead cat bounce. And when we get it, does that leave you in a position to take profit any better than you are today? And the answer is just maybe, right? Just maybe. So in the meantime, instead of worrying too much about that, just what I'm doing instead is keeping that in mind, looking for entries for my DCA positions. Fine. And so if we go lower to like 8 cents, 7.5 cents, that's a decent entry, I think. And if we're going to 6.7 cents, that's fantastic. And if we get down to some of these crazy levels are in the 4-cent regions, it's like taking candy from a baby. That is such low prices for CRO coin that I feel like there's going to be just such easy gains from a 4-cent CRO. I think it's just silly. So instead of focusing too much on, my existing positions, I'm focusing on where to buy, and I'm focusing on where to trade. Now, if you sign up for Bluefin using the link in the description down below, there's also a trading contest going on where you can trade enough trading volume to maybe get a Rolex, or you can get a Nintendo Switch. You got to have an X amount of trading volume. You can look at all the details. When you click on the link in the description of this video down below, it looks like this. You will also just get access to our private Discord without doing any trading. When you sign up for Bluefin, you get access to our private Discord. So if you want to continue to get ideas like that and like trade signals for some of the moves that, are maybe worth looking at, and again, you have to do your own research. Just because somebody gives you a trade signal doesn't mean you jump and you impulse buy. You guys need to do your own digging in this market and continue to research this stuff for yourself. You could follow us to see the trades that we're making. Blacksea and I have been quite successful on these short trades as of late. It's almost as if we predicted the market cycle top, which I think we did. But I want to hear from you guys in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on this market? Do you think that we can see CRO coin get a bigger bounce than that? Do you think that I am being too pessimistic? Do you think that this isn't a bear market. I want to hear from you guys. Or are you on the same page? Is the dead cat bounce the next natural thing? Or are we just going to go straight down? Let me hear from you guys. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. DCA, hold on, my friends. 2 videos right here if you want to check them out. I'll see you in the next one, y'all. Peace.